Krishna, No. Hare Krishna. On behalf of ISKCON of Silicon Valley, I welcome all of you for a very special and auspicious ceremony observing the appearance day of Lord Nrsingadev. And we will have the class, and then we'll have the Abhishek somewhere in there. And then at 6:40 is the MSF offering, right? Yeah. All right, we'll start off with our Mangalacharan prayers, and then we can get started. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Matsamo nasti papatma naparadhi chakaschana parihare pilajjame kimbruve purushottama. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, we learn about the pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev. We know the story of how when Hiranyaksha was killed by Varahadev, Hiranyakashipu became furious. It is said that in Bhagavatam it mentions that he looked at the sky with such intense anger that the sky became smoky with his look. And Hiranyaksha was still lying on the ground, so he consoled his relatives, surprisingly through Vedic knowledge. In fact, if you read the verses of Bhagavatam, you can pull one of the verses that Hiranyakashipu spoke and stick it into the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, it will perfectly match. He says the soul is never destroyed, and he gives so much of information. And he counsels all his family members about the eternality of soul and the temporal nature of the body. And he brings out the story of Suyagna, who was a king of Ushinara province. And after consoling, in fact, the surprising part is he says that if you want to achieve you have to see everybody equally. Give up this concept of I or mine. But the very fact is that Hiranyakashipu was saying, my brother was killed and I need to avenge Lord Vishnu. It's not an avenge, it's a mafia-style avenge. I will sever the head of Lord Vishnu. The blood that comes after I sever his head, I will offer it to my brother who was very fond of blood. That was his kind of mentality. And we know the story of how he performed austerities. He went to the Mandarachala hill. He stood on his toes with his arms raised high in the air and his head or eyes looking up right to the sky. Bhagavatam mentions that it's a very difficult posture, but somehow he did it. He did it for a long time, 10,000 years. And within that time, we can only imagine what is the state of the body. It's like rain, summer, scorching heat of summer, rains, biting cold of winter. He stood. And the ants slowly crawled onto his body. They started biting into his flesh. He didn't mind. He was just fixed in that posture for a long time. And the demigods, they started to feel a little bit of problematic stuff. And I'll tell you why. The demigod said, this Hiranyakashipu wants to have your position. Now, please go do something about it. Because later we learn that when Hiranyakashipu got powers, the only personality that three personalities he didn't bow down to. That was Brahma, Shiva, and everybody else. And we'll come to that story. And then Brahma goes to the place. Initially, he tries to see where Hiranyakashipu is. All he could find is tall bamboo trees with some ant mounds somewhere in between. And after locating Hiranyakashipu, he throws the water. So the Hiranyakashipu gets a brand new body. After all, Brahma is the creator of so many bodies. So recreating the body of Hiranyakashipu was not a big feat for him. And when Hiranyakashipu got his body, we know the boons that he asked, right? The boons that he asked is, so please help me out here. I'm quite ignorant. Adriraj, you can start. Why not? You have been in the front morning also. You are the kind of person. Actually, you know what? I'll go with Avanish. Why not? One boon, Avanish. He can be killed outside the house or inside the house. So mic can be given as well. Yes, Mata. Kankamataji. He can be killed day or night. Good one. More. Yes. What's it, Gopi? He can't be killed inside or outside. Good. Yes. Yeah, any devatas or human beings. Nice. In fact, in the previous incarnation, he was Ravan. And Ravana was so proud. He said that give me protection. And he asked the same boon from Shiva. He said, give me protection from the demigods, the kinnaras. Human beings, animals, I don't care. I can fight them. Don't need to. But now in the next life, he became a little cautious because he was killed by a human in the form of Lord Ram, and monkeys and Hanuman and others, Sugriva and others, they attacked Lanka and they killed him. He wised up a little bit. He said, I also want protection from animals and humans. Right? Yes. Kankamati.
Oh, he said, no weapons.
No weapons. Good one. Yeah, thank you. No weapons. And then he asked for dominion over everything that is. Once Brahma gave the boons, and then, please understand that you might think that if you read sometimes or anywhere in Bhagavatam or other places, the heavenly planet descriptions, oh my goodness gracious, you will be enthralled by it. You feel like literally I should go there. I mean, if one example is that, and that this example everybody will resonate. Your body will never stink in heavenly planets. You want to start deodorant business in heavenly planets, you will fail utterly. So in the heavenly planets, you might think things are good, but the problem is the demigods had a problem when Hiranyakashipu was performing his tapasya. He approached Lord Brahma. When they got the boons, then the anxiety doubled. And rightly so, because Hiranyakashipu started harassing the demigods. Please understand the power Hiranyakashipu had. He could order Suryadev that you rise by 2 hours late tomorrow. The Suryadev would say, yes, sir. And he could say to the clouds, yeah, next 2 years, don't give clouds here. Yes, sir. He could say to the oceans that, stop producing waves. Yes, sir. So Bhagavatam mentions all these demigods were so afraid of Hiranyakashipu. It's mentioned earth started automatically producing grains without even tilling. Oceans, they said they would take the beautiful, most valuable pearls from the bottom and they would just give it to Hiranyakashipu. Please take it, don't bother me. He had to raise his eyebrows and the demigods would be shaking. It's mentioned that, for residence, he chose the palace of Indra. And that palace was built by Vishwakarma. It was one of the most gorgeous things. I mean, we think of big houses in, please give one area, Los Gatos, Los Altos, Atherton. There's no even comparison with what the palace of Indra was. In fact, it's mentioned the assembly hall itself was 100 miles long. You go into the assembly hall, which was built by Vishwakarma, every sort of edible foodstuff was right there. You wouldn't feel hunger or thirst. You would eat just for enjoyment, not because you are hungry. In winters, you would get warm water. In summers, you'll get cool water. That was the power of the heavenly planets. And Hiranyakashipu was there. Bhagavatam mentions he was always intoxicated on first-class liquors, heavenly liquors. The eyes were always rolling, and he was accompanied by a lot of women. For persons looking for power, opulence, and what you can achieve in this material world, look no further than Hiranyakashipu. Yes or yes? I mean, you think of, if you're rich in the US, I can get a domestic helper servant. That is the height of opulence. If you're ultra rich, then maybe I'll get an aircraft. Oh my goodness gracious. But think of Hiranyakashipu. He controlled everything in this universe. He must be the most happiest person, no? What does Bhagavatam say? I think let's pull up the verse number 7:4-19, if I can. Bhagavatam tells the nature. One of the lessons I learned from this things of Bhagavatam is, no matter what you try in this world, even if you get to the level of Hiranyakashipu, which is impossible, literally impossible, difficult, because Brahma himself acknowledges, Hiranyakashipu, the austerities you have performed are not even possible for any common man to perform. Impossible. But yet you did it. And the result of that performance was that he got this opulence that was unparalleled. 7:4-19, 7th canto, 4th chapter, 19th verse. Correct. Kindly repeat after me. Saitam nirjita kaku ekarad vishayan priyan yatopajosham bhunjana natripyad ajitendriyaha. Anybody who has mic in their closest vicinity can please do read the reading. Translation, please. Charani Maipro.
In spite of achieving the power to control in all directions and in spite of enjoying all types of dear sense gratification as much as possible, Hiranyakashipu was dissatisfied because instead of controlling his senses, he remained their servant.
Look at it. Now, if Hiranyakashipu couldn't achieve satisfaction after achieving the most powerful position in the universe, it gives us a pause to think. Like, then what is truly the meaning or the satisfaction of life? Yes or yes? Now, truly, I mean, like, just if you can think about it, maybe, I made this much position in life, maybe in terms of wealth, maybe in terms of power, maybe in terms of running for an office, or the number of clients, or the business, and so on and so forth. I got it this much. If I push it to the next level, then I'll be happy. And Hiranyakashipu pushed it to the levels that you can never even hear of, let alone achieve. And yet this is mentioned. And Srila Prabhupada actually writes this in the purport. This is the example of asuric life. Atheists can advance materially and create an extremely comfortable situation for senses, But because they are controlled by the senses, they cannot be satisfied. This is the effect of modern civilization. Materialists are very much advanced in enjoying money and women, yet dissatisfaction prevails within human society because human society cannot be happy and peaceful without Krishna consciousness. And Srila Prabhupada writes, this is an example even from the modern perspective as well. We are getting faster smartphones, faster internet, faster cars, fast food, right? Everything is getting at the speed of what we want. Previously, you had to cook for every meal. And if you wanted to eat something nice, then you had to really exert the effort. And that effort itself would say, should I even worth it to eat? But now, no, we just have it like this. You don't have to worry about how much you need to cook. Not the devotees, but in general. That's what I heard. It doesn't matter whether it is US or India. Even things are changing really fast. You can order everything here or there. And people are very happy because you can order much faster things in modern life. Just look, just, you don't need to do too much newspaper reading. Don't do that. You will be actually depressed. Just skim the headlines and you'll be like, thank you very much, have a nice day. And this is Hiranyakashipu. This is one lesson that we learn from the story of Hiranyakashipu. And we can know that how it's mentioned he was not even a good boss. He would chastise for very small reason or no reason at all. Another nature of this world is that if you achieve that position, then the insecurity drives you to re-exert you again and again just to show that I'm the boss. Unless I need to find fault, I need to exert my power over others, my superiority over others. Otherwise, my God, I am insecure. It's just the nature of this world. Please, these are so many lessons we can learn from the life of Hiranyakashipu. Then we know the story of how, while he was performing the austerities, the demigods became seriously concerned if Hiranyakashipu is giving us so much trouble, how much his son would give, and they try to actually kidnap his mother, Kayadu, and Narada Muni intervenes and he says, please don't do harm to this lady. The demigod said, okay, ladies are not to be killed, fine. We'll wait till she delivers the baby, then, we'll in the modern terminology, we'll neutralize the baby. That was their plan. And Narada said, the person that is in the womb of this lady is such an exalted person. Forget harming him, you can't even kill him. Don't even try. And then the demigods, they agreed to Narada Muni and he left. And then Narada took Kayadu to his ashram and where he took care of her. And it's mentioned about how Prahlada grew up, and we can hear the story of how he tried to, his father would send him to the school, and when he came back, then we know the story of how his father asked, what is the best thing you learned from? And, and his father, and Prahlada said, worship the Lord Vishnu, and father became very angry. And he told his teachers, who were? Thank you. Shanda and Amarka, that, you take this child. First time, he thought it was a joke. It was pretty funny. When the first time he asked, what did you learn? Then he says, what is the famous verse? The best of asuras? Thank you. Tat sadhu manye suravarya dehinam. He says that if you have accepted the body, then you are completely in anxiety. Go to forest and seek Lord. Be happy. And Hiranyakashipu was, small child. He doesn't know anything. When you have small children, they want to come with a challenging spirit to their father. Dad, I want to punch you. And the father will not counter punch the kid, 2-year-old kid. Do they? No, you call 911 if you do that. You're like, kid, don't do that. Same thing with Hiranyakashipu. They're like, ha, ha, ha. And then when he took him back, for the first time they tried to change his mind, but it's mentioned Prahlada was such a personality that he was completely absorbed in Lord Vishnu, constantly absorbed in the Lord's pastimes, Lord's names. Sometimes he would cry, sometimes he would be morose. These are all the symptoms of ecstatic love. And Bhagavatam mentions he didn't even know what he was eating or where he was traveling. He is completely beyond the bodily conception. And when his classmates ask him, about what he learned, let's look up verse number 7625. This is 7th canto, 6th chapter, 25th verse. Let's look up this particular verse. This is a beautiful verse that will give us a lot of happiness and satisfaction. 7:6:25. Kindly repeat after me. Tushte cha tatra kimalabhyamanantamadye kim tair gunapyatikara iha yesva siddha. Dharmadaya kimanugune cha kankshitena. Saram jusham charanayorupagayatam naha. Brother's translation, please.
Nothing is unobtainable for devotees who have satisfied the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the cause of all causes, the original source of everything. The Lord is the reservoir of unlimited spiritual qualities. For devotees, therefore, who are transcendental to the modes of material nature, what is the use of following the principles of religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation, which are all automatically obtainable under the influence of the modes of nature? We devotees always glorify the lotus feet of the Lord, and therefore we need not ask for anything in terms of dharma, kama, artha, and moksha.
I have a question. Is there a contradiction in this verse? And the contradiction, okay, I'll give it maybe 30 seconds. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, you're on the track.
It says that it's liberation, sense gratification, development, economic development is automatically obtainable under the influence of modes of nature, but we have to strive for it, as I can see it.
Okay, good. More. Yes, Mataji, go for it.
So it's hard to attain. We need to strive for something, but if you are a devotee, it's automatically given to you. So without striving, you are getting.
Nice. So the first line says nothing is unobtainable. For those who have done what? Satisfied the Supreme Lord. Yet we don't need to ask anything. Can you see the contradiction? The same verse is given in Bhagavatam in the 10th canto. Kim alabhyam bhagavati prasanne sriniketane tatapi tatpararajan nahi vanchanti kinchana. The meaning is pretty much the same. They say that kim alabhyam, what is unobtainable for those bhagavati prasanne sriniketane, who have satisfied the Supreme Lord. Tatapi tatpararajan. In spite of that, the devotee doesn't ask for anything. Now, if you are in the business world, we have Professor Easley from Stanford. So, God can give you everything, I don't want anything. Why are you worshipping God? Logic. I don't want anything, but God can give me everything. But why worship then? Or what are you seeking in that exchange of worshipping God or satisfying God? Moksha. Therefore, we need not ask for, last line, therefore we need not ask for anything in terms of dharma, artha, kama, and I don't even want moksha. So, I'm sorry if I forgot your name. Vaibhav, yes, I thought about, I kind of remembered, but I didn't want to pronounce the wrong name in front of everybody. Vaibhav must think I have stumbled in the wrong temple or the wrong philosophy. Yeah, what are these people? You satisfy God, God will not give you anything. Or these people don't want to ask God anything. Isn't that the contradiction? Yeah? But then why? Why anavilashita shunyam? Okay, she brought up a nice point. And for those who are unfamiliar, we have in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu the samam bonum of definition of pure bhakti. Anyavilashita shunyam jnana karma adhyana anukulyena bhakta anukulyena krishnanu shilanam bhakti ruttama. Which is that I am serving the Lord favorably without asking or without the taint of karma or jnana. I am just serving the Lord without anything, expecting nothing. But why?
Samsiddhim haritoshanam.
But why? I mean, you can do family samsiddha, family toshanam. That is also samsiddha.
He is the supreme enjoyer. So if you please him, that's what I want. I am also pleased by if Krishna pleases.
But why? You have so many things to please in this world. In fact, if you try to please God, everybody will be unhappy, like Hiranyakashipu. Anyways, we'll continue. We'll continue with that. The answer to that question is that in the divine exchange of love with the Supreme Lord, that satisfaction gives intense happiness to the devotee, and seeing the Lord happy, I don't want anything else. And it's not too highfalutin to understand. A mother works really hard to prepare the food the child wants, yes or yes? And when the mother feeds the child and the child is like very satisfied eating the food, the mother is also happy, or she's like, yeah, I gave this. Normal mother. So it is just that the nature of the soul is to serve God, and in the exchange of service without expecting any return, the soul finds the highest happiness. And the point is, the soul is so absorbed in that thought process, it really doesn't matter where the jiva is placed. And that's what Hariparshad Prabhu was mentioning in the famous verse in the morning today. What is that? Narayana parasarve na kutaschana bibhyati swargapa varga narakeshu apitulyartha darshinaha. That those who are pure devotees of the Lord, they are not afraid of any situation, whether they are placed in heaven, hell, or even they get liberation. But the question comes in that verse that the devotees are not, Bajras, what does bibhyati means? Afraid, fear. Right? Narayana parasarve na kutaschana. Bibhyati means to be fearful of. If you are going to hell, are you afraid or not? But then bibhyati is used for swarga also. It's not like bibhyati or, you don't use the same bibhyati for swarga, for naraka, and for apavarga. Why? Thank you. Yeah, you have to use the mic. Otherwise, I will be the person asked, why are you not asking people to use mic?
Because we will be overwhelmed with the opulence that is in the heavens, that we might forget the Lord.
Excellent. Thank you. And then what about Apavarga? Why are you afraid? And the answer for that is Kaivalyam Narakayate. It's mentioned in the famous verse in Chaitanya Chandramrita. Kaivalyam Narakayate Tritashapur Akasha Pushpayate. It's a big verse. I will not quote the whole verse. But for the devotee, Kaivalyam or merging into the Lord is same as Naraka or hellish existence. Therefore we fear. So that's why Bibhyati is used for those three. Yes. You can move a little front. Thank you. Yes, now that thing has come up. Actually, I mean, you can repeat that, but I will add a twist that it's there mentioned we are vegetarians, but I'll add we are not Rakshasas, which means they eat humans. They love to eat humans. Is everybody settling down? Should I give 10 seconds before I continue? All right. So what did we learn from the previous verse? Pleasing the Supreme Lord, yes or yes? All right. How do we please the Lord? What is the methodology of pleasing the Lord? Let's look up. This is all, today I have selected shlokas just from the 7th canto. 7, 7, 51 and 52. That is one way to please the Lord. (51 and 52). Maybe that's the reason why you couldn't find it. 51-52. Because it is not what the Lord likes. This is what is mentioned here. Nalam dijatvam devatvam rishitvam vasuratmaja prinanaya mukundasya navrittam nabuhugnyata nadanam natapo nijya na shaucham na vritani cha priyate malaya bhaktya harir anyadvidambanam. Translation, anybody, please.
My dear friends, O sons of the demons, you cannot please the Supreme Personality of Godhead by becoming perfect Brahmins, demigods, or great saints, or by becoming perfectly good in etiquette or vast learning. None of these qualifications can awaken the pleasure of the Lord, nor by charity, austerity, sacrifice, cleanliness, or vows can one satisfy the Lord. The Lord is pleased only if one has unflinching, unalloyed devotion to Him. Without sincere devotional service, everything is simply a show.
Nice. Huh? So because what constitutes devotional service is mentioned here. What pleases the Lord is pure devotional service. And we can see of how many different aspects of spiritual life or Vedic life is there. But without they being attached to Krishna, or without they kind of culminating in pure devotional service, nothing will please Krishna. And in fact, I like the word, without sincere devotional service, everything is simply a show. Because in this material world, when we take to performing devotional service, we are a baggage. We are we are a baggage in the sense we have a material body. We have a baggage, which is all the samskaras and the impressions from previous life. And we have the situation in this life that we are put into. And in spite of all this, if one can be sincere in one's devotional service, if one can say to Krishna, and today we'll offer that prayer when we end the class, when we sincerely pray to Krishna, Krishna, this is my situation. This is where I am at. I have my tremendous amount of conditioning, both my past bad habits, my past tendencies, which are not in line with devotional service. I am struggling with whatever sadhana that I have taken on myself. I am truly below the water. Please help me. And if that is the cry that the jiva gives to the Lord, then the Lord will definitely come and protect. And that sincerity is what Krishna sees. And it's mentioned superficial. For example, in Mahabharata, we have the story of how one of the charges that Bhagavad Gita has is, what sort of God is he? If Arjuna was alive today, or Nobel Prize was there during Arjuna's time, guaranteed he will win the Nobel Prize for next 100 years. No context. Why? Because Arjuna wanted to prevent the war. Now, this is a major conflict going on in India right now with one of the neighboring countries. And now they have a ceasefire, and apparently. And the whole world is praising, oh my God, you guys are wonderful. You stopped fighting, and there is peace in the world. Had Arjuna lived, oh my God, he's the greatest peacemaker ever. What is this God, Krishna? He incited Arjuna to kill millions. Yes or yes? Actually, that is not true to a certain extent. The idea is that in Mahabharata, every effort was made to secure peace. When the Pandavas came back from their exile, they asked for their kingdom back. And Duryodhana and the party refused to give their kingdom back. The Pandavas went to the extent, give us 5 villages. Just 5 villages. That's enough. We will rule. It was a good deal. Vinash kale viprita buddhi. It's fine. And that also broke down. Then Krishna told Yudhishthira Maharaj, I will go to Hastinapur. I will go on your behalf, and I will try to broker peace so that this war is avoided. You know what Yudhishthira said? If time and again we see the character of Yudhishthira Maharaj in Mahabharata. Time and again it shows up. He could have said, yes, Krishna, you are very powerful. You are the Lord. Anything can happen if you go, right? If you have God by your side and you want to ace an exam, you get the idea. I will not go further. Yes, you should go. I think with you going, then we don't have to worry. You will somehow secure. You are God. Who can refuse you? This was what Yudhishthira said. He said, my Lord, please don't go. Duryodhana is a person of such a character that he will insult you. He will denigrate you in the open assembly of Kauravas. And that is intolerable to us. Please don't do it. It is okay. That is the love. It is not that he's God, he can do it. What's the big deal? Let him go. No. It's like, when you are in that stage of loving Krishna, you think Krishna is yours. That it's a whole other thing when we have Bhakti Shastri classes, then we are doing Nectar of Devotion, then we can discuss. But Yudhishthira said, please don't go. To see you insulted will break our heart. It's fine. You know what Krishna said? This is the love of Krishna and his devotees. You know what he said? Yudhishthira, I will go. And Krishna is Paramatma. Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charchuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedar kashana. He says that I know everything of past, present and future. He exactly knew what would happen when he goes to the Kuru assembly. But he said, I will go. You know why he said I will go? If I don't go, then you will be accused of starting this war. But if I go, and even Krishna tried, then nothing could have happened. The world should not cast a blame on you. Let it cast a blame on me. That is the love between Krishna and his devotees. And Krishna went to Hastinapur. And Duryodhan, he is a classic personality. Previously it's mentioned in Bhagavatam that once, because of some incident, Balaram came to Hastinapur in a very angry mood. And Yudhishthira did the perfect show. He rolled out the red carpet and littered with gold and diamonds kind of situation. He got the best dancers and Balaram was pleased, and then, everything calmed down. He thought, I'll use the same trick when Krishna comes. Roll out the best carpet, the best opulent dishes, the best place to live, the best entertainers at his beck and disposal. And then he will come and then he will eat my food and he will be turned near to me. And this is all, it's in the playbook. I already done it in the past. Krishna went. And then he said, Duryodhan said, please come. He said, nope. Please eat. Nope. And then he went to the house of Vidura. And we know the story of how he gave bananas and peels. The point I'm trying to make is the Lord sees the sincerity, that sincerity of devotional service. And Srila Prabhupada goes at length into this purport. These verses and the purports, they are worth reading and reflecting and just meditating on this. Please take your time to read Srila Prabhupada's purports. They are amazing, amazing. So if you please the Lord, there is nothing unobtainable. What pleases the Lord? How do you get sincere devotional service? Because that's the next question, yes or yes? We need to please the Lord. And this is what it is. How do you get this devotional service? I am speaking to the choir here, yes. The answer that somebody gave in the front row. It's not a free gift, right? No, thank you. One phone itself is too distracting. It's a very interesting thing about devotional service. And the other point is, can you get devotional service by doing vast charity? Learning, perhaps. Huge, voluminous books. Maybe like Hiranyakashipu, severe austerities. Yes? Sitarani Mataji, I'm not sure which is it. No. Then how? By the mercy of a pure devotee. Why? He has the devotion. Yeah, I wanted to do the spoiler alert, but let's pull up 7:5:32. Kindly repeat after me. This is a famous verse. Should we move? Yes.
Yeah. So it's kind of unconditional service. If you don't put any condition and provide the service, that will, I would consider as a devotional
Thank you.
service.
Yeah, good thought. So kindly repeat after me. Because this verse, actually before that, let me give the hint of this verse. So first time, as I said, when Prahlada was taken in front of Hiranyakashipu, and he said, what is the best thing that you learned? He said, Tat sadhu manye suravarya dehinam, that verse. And Hiranyakashipu is like a small, cute kid. He doesn't know anything. Take him and retrain him. And then the Shanda Amarka, they take him back. And they start training him. And superficially, he seems to be improving. Prahlada Maharaj, like, in the teachers, you'll know, they're very slow in the class. And somehow you need to give them special attention. And then you need to improve. But when the parent's father rules the whole universe, you will give special attention. And he seems to be improving and so on and so forth. But then it, quote unquote, he regresses because he is completely fixed in Lord Vishnu. And then they take him back again. And then when he asks, what did you learn best? Prahlada says, Shravanam Kirtanam. This time Hiranyakashipu is really, really upset. Then he says, now he doesn't blame the kid. He blames the teachers. You guys are the culprit. In front you are my obedient servants. In slyly you are just corrupting the mind of my kid. And then Shanda and Amarka is like, no, we didn't do that. And then they bring him back. And now he starts preaching to his classmates. Now they'll completely go bonkers. And then they ask him, like, oh, who taught you this? Who taught you this knowledge? If you go up 2 verses more, we'll do all those verses. This is beautiful verses. Who taught you this? How did you get to this position of this corrupted, demented way of thinking? Because according to the Asuras, Prahlada's way of thinking was demented. So kindly repeat after me. Shri Prahlada Uvacha Matirna Krishna Paratasvato Va Mito Pipadyeta Griha Vratanam Adanta Gobhir Vishatam Tamishram Punah Punascharvita Charvananam. Mike, anybody translation, please?
Prahlad Maharaj replied, because of their uncontrolled senses, persons too addicted to materialistic life make progress towards hellish conditions and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclinations towards Krishna are never aroused, either by instructions of others, by their own efforts, or by a combination of both.
Yeah. Chewing the chewed, please, some examples, if you can. And for those who are unfamiliar with the concept, it is like, yeah. Kankamataji.
Like having gum that's sitting on the bedstead, but it's been chewed already, and then you try to chew it again.
Thank you. More examples. Yes, Shraddha Mataji, somebody, please give her the mic. Satya Sankalpa is right behind. The mic is coming right there.
I was just thinking that a person goes to gamble and loses and then goes again and loses. It's keep on doing the same thing.
Gamble, yeah. Good point. Yashoda Kripa and Kartika. Yeah, pass the mic. In the name of efficiency, let's not hurl it across the hall.
Hare Krishna. So in the corporate context here, we see people in the higher ups not happy with their lives and failing after many, many years of so-called success, and they're not happy. Still, we are trying to achieve the same thing and aspiring that one day we'll be happy by reaching a VP position or something. I don't know what, but I'm seeing somebody chewing and throwing, and I'm trying to pick up and chew it again.
Thank you. Kartika, one last example.
Hare Krishna. All of the sequels that they keep making of the same movies from the 80s.
Thank you. Actually, I was mentioning about, there is this, there is a festival of a movie director who was a suspense movie director in the 60s and 70s, known for the famous movies, and now you have a gala going on. So it's the same thing. Yeah. Okay, more. Okay, this touched some heart. All right, go for it. Let's chew on the thoughts that you have. Intoxication, thank you. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I was thinking on the example of a cow. Actually, puna puna charvitas chavananam. The cow does it. When the cow is grazing, some part of the thing the cow can take back from the stomach and then chew it again.
Nice.
That way, what is happening first time when you chew, there will be some taste, but when second time it is chewed, it's not the same taste. And the same thing when chewed again and again, it becomes tasteless and monotonous.
But then, if that is the case, at one point, they should stop chewing the chewed, no?
Yeah, but then, as say, too much addicted towards materialistic life, they don't understand.
Thank you. Shraddha Mataji had something else. Oh. We have 15 more minutes.
We were once talking to a car salesman, and he was paying 4 alimonies, and he was getting married for the 5th time.
Thank you. Good one. Good one. Yeah. So, just to answer to your question, Chandra Prabhu, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks this question, that he says, I spoke this knowledge to Sun God. And Arjuna asks the question, Sun God was born millions and billions of years ago, but you and me are like current. How did you speak? And then Krishna says that many, many births you and I have passed. I remember all of them, but so the Puna Puna Charitana is just nothing but erasing the memory and making feel that everything is again fresh. All right. Actually, Prabhupada's purport is very, very telling on that as well. Anyway, in the interest of time, each of these verses we can discuss at length, but just to keep the momentum going, we'll do the next verse after this, please, because we'll come to that. One point I wanted to add from the previous verse is that you cannot get bhakti to Krishna either by external counsel, internal learning, or a combination of both. And now it is also mentioned here the same thing. Now this is different. Anyway, these are beautiful verses. Let's do it. Nate vidu swarta gatim hi vishnum durashayaye bahirartamaninaha Andhayatandhe rupaniyamana Tepi shatantriyam murudam nibaddha Somebody from the youth want to read the translation, please?
Persons who are strongly entrapped by the consciousness of enjoying material life and who have therefore accepted as their leader or guru a similar blind man attached to external sense objects cannot understand that the goal of life is to return home back to Godhead and engage in the service of Lord Vishnu. As blind men guided by another blind man miss the right path and fall into a ditch, materially attached men led by another materially attached man are bound by the ropes of fruit of labor, which are made of very strong cords, and they continue again and again in the materialistic life, suffering the threefold miseries.
Thank you. Next verse. This is our keywords on how we can achieve devotional service to Krishna. Kindly repeat after me. Naisham matistavadurukramanghrim sprishatyanarthapagamo yadartaha mahiyasam padarajobhishekam Nishkinchananam navrinitayava. Translation. Youth, please. Ladies of the youth.
Unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of a Vaishnav completely freed from the material contamination, persons very much inclined toward materialistic life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord in this way can one be freed from material contamination.
Thank you. So this is the beauty of, and as many answered, the power of a devotee of the Lord who actually has no other motive than just to preach this knowledge of the world. Actually, it can transform. One pure devotee can utterly and completely transform the world. And that was the life story of Srila Prabhupada. His potency was such that he came, as we know the story, we tell so many times, and it's worth telling, that he came to US at the age of 70 in 1965. And because of his purity and potency, he was able to attract millions to the path of bhakti. And it doesn't come about in a systematic way. It doesn't come about in a form that, there's a cause and effect. Let me tell you one example of cause and effect. In the other forms of yoga systems, there is actually a cause and effect. For example, in Karma Yoga, you have to do your prescribed duties, but you have to do it offering to Lord Vishnu. So there is a certain set of doing it. In Jnana Yoga also, there are some rules and regulations. Dhyana Yoga, Krishna talks in the 6th chapter about how you have to have strict celibacy, how you need to control your mind, you need to control your senses. If you are on the path of Dhyana Yoga, if you are just beginning, the work is the means. If you have been on that process for a long time, he says cessation of the work is the means. So you can see how there are so many rules and regulations in other forms of yoga. But bhakti yoga is something you cannot get, and there is no prerequisite. And what is the connection? This is the connection. That unless one gets into a contact with a pure devotee of Krishna who can help one understand, then it's impossible to get bhakti. The point I want to make is that each of us who have received devotional service have received a priceless treasure. It might seem that I've taken initiation. For those who have taken initiation, 16 rounds is the same mantra every day. Nothing seemed to change, actually. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe, just maybe, there are other things in life that are better. Maybe I can think of something. Please understand the priceless jewel of bhakti that we have gotten cannot be compared or cannot be obtained by any means that is possible. So we count ourselves as supremely lucky, even though, I'll be honest, as a struggling sadhaka, you might not get that gratitude and that enchantment and that excitement every day to chant your 16 rounds or do other forms of services or read Srila Prabhupada's books or do so many things. But at least in the association of devotees, we are reminded of that fact, that what we got is neither obtainable easily, in fact it's impossible, nor is it cheap. The process is longer, and the reason it is longer is because we talked about how pure devotional service makes Krishna subservient to that devotee, Krishna will think for a long time before he becomes subservient to you, Baba. That is, and that is where the dynamics of love come in. That is where the beauty of bhakti comes in. That is where the enchantment, that I have no prerequisites needed, I have no special prep needed, and this path of bhakti is giving me the highest form, the most intimate association of Krishna, and that is what is Krishna consciousness all about. And in any way, I thought we could continue for long, but I'll wind up in next 1 minute, because we know the story of how, one last point I wanted to add as well. So after all this, when Hiranyakashipu heard that his child Prahlada was not going to deviate from the path of bhakti, he decided to kill him. And we know the story of how many ways he killed him. Couple of snakes, elephants, throwing off the cliffs, fires, boiling oil, casting spells, putting him in cold underwater, everything was done. And when he was unable to kill his own child, it said that the color drained from his face. He became very morose. You know why? I worked so hard to not die. This fellow has done nothing and I am unable to kill him. That bothered him a lot. I go, what is, because you're a demoniac person, you don't know that Vishnu is protecting. So I worked so hard to get immortality. This person, I'm trying to kill him, he's not dying. And anyway, we know the story of how in this beautiful assembly hall that I described briefly earlier, there were pillars, and then, when he was challenged, Prahlada Maharaj said, yes, he's in that pillar, and Lord Nrsimhadev came out, and then, there was a little bit of pastime of playing, because Hiranyakashipu was Jay and Vijay, and the Lord wanted to have some fight, sporting fight in this world. So they had that, and then the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu. So on this extremely, supremely auspicious occasion, the reason I offer this prayer is, in Satya Yuga, the demons and the demigods were far apart in different planetary systems of different parts of the universe. And in Treta, it seems they became somewhere close, in the same level perhaps. I'll look up the thing. In Dwapara, they were living together, like Kauravas and Pandavas kind of situation. In Kali Yuga, actually, the demons and demoniac people live right in the heart of the same person. So today we will pray from the core of our heart that may Lord Nrsimhadev sit in the throne of my heart, and may he take the demoniac tendencies that I have in my heart and place on his lap and tear them apart like he did for Lord Hiranyakashipu. Thank you for considering our request. Hare Krishna. Any questions? One question before we start. No, the Abhishek can continue and you can continue. No? Oh, I see. Oh, yes, Mataji. Yeah, we have 4 more minutes, 3 more minutes actually.
Thank you for today's lecture. The way you mentioned, so while listening, I was thinking about how Hiranyakashipu also did worship and bhakti of Brahma to attain things, but how he was not able to understand bhakti of Prahlada Maharaj towards Vishnuji. So I was thinking how his envy destroyed him, even though he himself was doing the same thing as his son was doing. And I was able to connect dots, like But for a devotee, you don't need to ask anything, still you get everything. And if you are not devotee and you are asking God, God might give you something, but it won't be everlasting.
Thank you. Nice point. Thank you for the realization. All right. If there are no If there are no questions, the next part is the beautiful Abhishek of the Lord. So you might need to turn around for 90 degrees. And then we'll have the Kirtan, and we will have Abhishek.
Sri Sri Nishingadev Bhagavan ki, Sri Sri Prahlad Maharaj ki. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Bhagavan ki jai. So we are very much looking forward to our next event, and I'm sure that you are enjoying each and every session this evening at ISV. So what we're going to do next is we request everyone to put away your mats in the back. I know you're probably looking, where is the box? So we will collect it in one corner, all the mats and zafus, and then we request all the prabhus to be on the other side, near the window side, and all the mothers towards the arches, okay? And we're going to keep the hallway clear for Srila Prabhupada to have a clear darshan of the lordships. So this, we will have 3 seconds to do this. Hare Krishna. Yes, and we're going to have to cooperate so we can roll up the rugs. We have a wonderful youth here who's going to volunteer. Hare Krishna, if we can let devotees roll up the carpet. So if we can be off the mat, please. Hare Krishna. So all the mothers can go on the left. The carpet has been rolled up. And tomorrow we'll roll it out for you. If you can hear me, please say shh. If you can hear me, please shh. And come to the right, all the prabhus on my right side, mothers on the left side, and let's keep the hallway clear. Come forward, come forward. Prabhus, come forward. Can come forward, please. Shh.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. On the most auspicious occasion of Sri Narsimha Chaturdashi, the appearance day of Lord Sri Lakshmi Narsimha Dev, we are gathered here to offer the results of our 2025 monthly Sankirtan festival titled MSF of Sincere Prayers. From Srimad Bhagavatam 7.944, purport, My dear Lord Narsimha Dev, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only in their own deliverance. Not caring for the big cities and towns, they go to the Himalayas or the forest to meditate with the vows of silence, Mauna Vrata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to be liberated alone. Leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals, I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. The Bhakti community is a community of spiritual seekers who learn and practice Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of love and gratitude. They join us for weekly programs designed to inspire connections, inner peace, and a deeper sense of purpose. With the blessings of His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji, we continued to invite spiritual seekers to experience the transformative journey of Bhakti during this MSF. We conducted various weekly programs for newcomers, including the speaker-led Bhakti On based on teachings from Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, which was attended by around 30 attendees, mantra meditation, which was attended by 12 attendees, Bhakti Circle, a small group discussion program that was attended by 15 attendees, Success Sadhana for corporate audience that was attended by around 45 attendees, and Women's Circle that was attended by 12 attendees. In addition, we also held in-person meetups, Next Stop, the Mantra Zone, in multiple locations on Friday evenings, multiple locations across Bay Area on Friday evenings, which was attended by around 35 attendees. Comunidad Bhakti, the Bhakti community for Spanish-speaking people, continue to conduct Bhakti classes for newcomers, including Japa Circle, Bhakti Circle, Bhagavad Gita, and Srimad Bhagavatam. These sessions were attended by around 28 members weekly. Bhakti community's sole purpose is to associate newcomers with Vaishnavas so that newcomers can progress in Bhakti Yoga. Vaishnava Sangha Lava, or VSL, is a metric that measures how many times a newcomer comes in association with a Vaishnava through a devotional service class. For this MSF, the Comunidad Bhakti's goal was to achieve 562.5 Vaishnava Sangha Lavas. We are very happy to report that Comunidad Bhakti surpassed the goal and achieved 2,600 Vaishnava Sangha Lavas. And for this MSF, Bhakti Community Silicon Valley's goal was to achieve 375 Vaishnava Sangha Lavas. We are very happy to report that Bhakti Community Silicon Valley achieved 1,352 Vaishnava Sangha Lavas. Ribol. Around 50 newcomers attended the Bhakti Community Silicon Valley program, this MSF. We are eternally indebted and grateful to all the volunteers, room leaders, speakers, mentors, donors, and book distributors who work tirelessly every day to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's mission. We seek blessing from you, Srila Prabhupada, all your disciples, and all Vaishnavas to bless Bhakti community so that we can follow Lord Sri Chaitanya's instruction to inspire newcomers to take up the path of Bhakti. And finally, we extend our most heartfelt and sincere gratitude to His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu and Her Grace Nirakula Mataji. It's solely due to their presence, leadership, and unwavering inspiration that the Bhakti community exists and continues to thrive. Hare Krishna. Bhakti community gets the opportunity to serve newcomers due to the tireless effort of the book distribution team who introduced Bhakti community to these newcomers. Now, Her Grace Malini Mataji will present the book distribution results.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace. The goals of this MSF of sincere prayers, which spanned across 5 weeks, were to distribute at least 50 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, to learn or meditate or recite Sri Prahlada Maharaj's prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam 7th Canto 9th chapter, and read sections from the 7th Canto. And third is to set a goal for this year's Bhadra Purnima campaign. The highlights of this MSF are Kids and parents Sankirtan team continued their dedicated efforts to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam to one and all. They set up tables in front of grocery stores in new locations this MSF. In total, they distributed 69 Srimad Bhagavatam sets and 1 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets and accrued 5,050 book points and collected $6,842.25. The Youth Sankirtan team continued to work towards their yearly goal and had many youth participate this MSF. They have covered many events and locations throughout the Bay Area, such as Indian stores, Holi Festival, Ugadi Festival, Farmers Markets, Art and Wine Festival, Cherry Blossom Festival, Spring Fest, Odisha Spring Festival, and Door to Door. They collected $1,770.52 in Lakshmi, and they accrued 362.5 in book points. They seek your blessing, Srila Prabhupada, so that they can consistently go out and share good fortune that we have received from you. The Motel Gita team participated in 2-day AHOA trade show held in New Orleans, Louisiana. Despite it being a smaller center, the event was well supported by local devotees. The team successfully presented the cause to hundreds of hotel owners over the course of the event. The trade show generated strong interest, resulting in potential orders worth thousands of Bhagavad Gitas. Beyond the trade show, the team continued to distribute books and secure orders across various states via phone, email, and in-person meetings. Additionally, progress has been made on the next steps related to Motel Gita's digital offerings. An overview of the proposed plan will be presented next week to the various Sankirtan leaders, and we seek your blessing, Srila Prabhupada, for the same. In total, Motel Gita team distributed 5,712 Bhagavad Gitas this MSF. Western Sankirtan team is going far and beyond the Bay Area to spread the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without any discrimination. Our traveling Sankirtan team covered Oregon, Washington, Montana, Nevada, and Mexico City. Traveling Sankirtan team, for the first time, conducted a full program at Montana State University. Program included kirtan, spiritual talk, and sumptuous prasadam that was made in the van. The team made very nice arrangements for the audience with minimum facilities. The UC Davis team had a program with His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu, and during the program, a student took a Srimad Bhagavatam set. Here are the full list of spots covered by Western Sankirtan team: San Jose State University, Western Washington University, University of Idaho, University of Nevada, Mexico City, San Francisco State University, UC Santa Cruz, UC Davis, ISKCON Seattle, Dolores Parks, SF Sacramento State University, Sierra College Ferry Building, Harajuku Foodie Festival, Reno Earth Day, Cal Day, Berkeley, Cherry Blossom Festival, Cabrillo College, New India Bazaar, Montana State University, Walmart Store, Clayton Art and Wine, Concord Spring Fest, and Cinco de Mayo. In total, the Western Sankirtan team accrued 12,872.25 in book points, which includes 87 Srimad Bhagavatam sets and 25 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets. They collected a total of $37,342.77 in Lakshmi in just 1 month. As we make this offering of the MSF results, we are pleased to report that all the goals have been successfully met, surpassed, and smashed. Devotees made a humble attempt to meditate on Prahlada Maharaj's prayers and also read sections of the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. With respect to books, more than 150 devotees participated in book distribution. And Team ISV accrued 29,337.25 in book points, which includes 156 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, 29 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets. And Team ISV collected $44,320.02 in Lakshmi. We thank all our Sankirtan devotees who have dedicated their lives to distributing your books, Srila Prabhupada. And we are grateful to all of your disciples at ISV who encourage us to carry on this book distribution. Our deepest gratitude to our beloved Vaisheshika Prabhu and Nirakula Mataji, who are the life and soul of Team ISV. Whom we are dearly missing today. We would like to end with a prayer to Lord Narasimhadev. Dear Lord Narasimhadev, dear Srila Prabhupada, on this auspicious day, we make a special prayer at your lotus feet. If you so desire, please empower us to distribute at least 3,800 Srimad Bhagavatam sets by Bhadra Purnima. Please help us increase our capacity so that we can expand the Sankirtan movement far and wide. Please remove all obstacles on our path to please you. MSF of sincere prayers ki, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan ki, Shriman Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha Dev ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Premanande.
Whoa, you're singing? Yeah, they're just You guys ready?
Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Vishnupad Brahmaks Prabhajak Chanjasto Vrahada Sri Shivan. His Divine Grace, Vracharana Binda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Nandugadi Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Ramachandra Sri Das Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा मैया की, जमुना मैया की, भक्ति देवी की, श्री तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री नरसिंहदेव भगवान अपीयरेंस डे की जय। हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। All goes to the assembled devotees, all goes to the assembled devotees, all goes to the assembled devotees, all goes to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga.
Hare Krishna devotees, please have a seat. So we have a special request. As you know, there is a tense situation at the border of India and Pakistan. So one of our congregation's devotee, her brother, is serving in the army, with Indian Army. So we like to request all the devotees to pray to Lord Sri Sri Narashima Dev. If he so desires, please protect him and his friends, colleagues, and all the soldiers who are fighting at the border. Thank you for considering our request. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada ladadaine. Prahlada ladadaine. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha. Silatanka nakhalaye. Silatanka nakhalaye. Ito Narsimha parato Narsimha. Ito Narsimha parato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha Hrudaye Narsimha. Bahir Narsimha Hrudaye Narsimha Narsimha Madin Saranam Prapati Narasimha Madin Saranam Prapati Tavakar Kamala Bhare Nakham Adhuta Singha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhinga Kesavadhuta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jagadisa Hare Kara Kamala Bhare Nakha Adhuta Sringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhinga Kesavadhuta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Kesavadhuta Jaya Kesavadhuta Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Jagadisa Hare Jaya Kesavadhuta Jayo Narasimha Dev Jayo Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jayo Narasimha Dev Jayo Narasimha Dev Jayo Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jayo Narasimha Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. 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 Shri Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jai Jai. Shri Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Radha Madan Mohan Radha Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Radhe Radha Madan Mohan Jaya Mahaprabhu 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 Jaya Mahaprabhu Mahaprabhu Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jayo Prahlad Maharaj Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Nitai Gora Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Premanande Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai Prahlad Maharaj ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai Nitai Gaur Premanande.
We request all the devotees to be seated, stay here, because your fasting is going on till another 15 minutes, so you're not losing your space in the line, okay? We'll make a quick prayer. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Narashima Dev, the source of all powers. O my Lord, who possesses nails and teeth just like thunderbolts, kindly vanquish our demon-like desires for fruitive activities in this material world. Please appear in our hearts and drive our ignorance so that by your mercy we may become fearless in the struggle of this existence in this material world. He's Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. We have kept the darshan open on purpose because we had announced that prasadam is not till 8 o'clock. And there are many devotees, they might be rushing for the last minute to take a darshan of the Lordships. And for your pleasure as well, that you have a little more connection with the Lord. You can make more prayers to the Lord. Lord can appear in your heart. So please take advantage of this moment. It's very precious and it's an amazing privilege that we have received from His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai! So we should not miss any moment to take advantage of this precious moment that we have at ISV. Besides that, I also wanted to say that beautiful outfit you see on the Lordships is actually designed by one of the assistants who used to be actually working with Anita Dongre. So it's a designer outfit that you're seeing on the Lordships. So ISV always believe in, inching towards the premium class. So while we are working on our sadhana, our book distribution, so this is a contribution from the outfit side that we are actually working towards offering. And you will see that there will be opportunity for all of you to get engaged in many different ways as we tweak up on our Pujari department and offerings to the Lordship. So I would like to take this moment to thank Preeti Gaurangi and her brother Anupam and mother Radharani for sponsoring this beautiful outfit. Thank you very much, Preeti. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Her family, they go way back. They've been actually part of the ISKCON Chowpatty community, very close to Radhanath Swami Maharaj, based out of Hyderabad. So they've been doing this ages for ages, so they know what they're doing. Okay. Another thing that I would like to also thank the two other devotees that they didn't wanted me to announce their name, but they both have coincidentally given $2,008 to get the jewelry for the Lordship, which we will be getting in Kartik, and another devotee just wanted to sponsor outfit that we will use it for the next festival. Okay, next, what do you see? Do you see the pillar behind Prabhupada? The chandelier pillar, the beautiful decoration that's been done by Kushi, Tarang, Tarini, and Prabhu, and also Mataji. What's her name? Can somebody remind me? Okay, I guess they're so tired they're not here, but they done wonderful job. Kala Keli's team led this wonderful decoration on the windows and the altar. And what do you see on the altar? Shankh, Padma, Gada. And those are Lord's paraphernalia, Lord Nrsingadev's paraphernalia, right? Is that ain't bad, huh? You can actually enjoy more, right? Now when you can see it. Also, we have two other announcements. We have two other devotees that Hari Sankirtan Prabhu is sponsoring tonight's feast. So thank you, Hari Sankirtan Prabhu. Anybody in the family in town? Thank you, Hari Sankirtan Prabhu, for the prasadam. And then I'm going to give it to Sri Gopal Prabhu. But before that, I want you to know what's coming up. It's a very, very exciting weekend. We are not done yet. Tomorrow is, and ISV believes in serving mothers and also fathers, so you don't have to worry about taking care of mothers. It's more for you than the mothers. Okay, so we're going to be starting here for mothers at 11:30 a.m. We'll have first prasadam for you, pav bhaji, then dal makhani. Does it ring a bell of the fasting time right now? Okay, and then we'll have a gift giving. After that, I'm sharing this schedule because many of you ask, what's the schedule? After that, we will have some games, and then musical chairs and some quiz, fast, rapid games, and then we're going to have a competition. What are you going to be making in competition is going to be used in the tents outside for all the festivals that's going to upcoming. So you're going to be making the curtains. So it's going to be a nice competition among you all, and then we will have some kirtan and pampering mothers. So it's a wonderful weekend, so we look forward to that. What's next? Next Saturday is Romapad Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Maharaj will be in town. He will be giving the next Saturday morning program. And we will be blessed to have His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. The schedule to be determined, so please look out for the email from Sri Gopal Prabhu. If you are not in our mailing list, please see one of us and we'll be happy to add you to our mailing info. So we'll take your info. Okay, am I missing anything, Sri Gopal Prabhu? Radhe Shyam Prabhu, His Grace Radhe Shyam Prabhu is also going to be in town. He has been Shiksha Guru for many, many of you, so please take advantage of these sadhus while they're walking on this planet. Okay? And most important thing, what is in for prasadam today? South Indians, idli, dosa. No, not dosa, sorry. To me, everything is same, but idli, uttapam, medu vada, sambar, rice, yogurt rice, chutney, what is it called? Shakka pongal. Did I murder it? And the cake, because yesterday happens to be birthday of Radha Vallabh Prabhu. And Radha Vallabh Prabhu is actually heading up the cooking on most of the festivals. So if you're enjoying, please come forward and support so then we can serve many, many more devotees. Hare Krishna. I'm going to pass on to Sri Gopal Prabhu.
Radha Vallabh Prabhu, please come. And today's, he is
a world-renowned cook, and today's menu is decided by him, architected by him. So please give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Prabhu. You are so humble, and we are so fortunate to have you here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. Thank you. Thank you for giving your association and inspiring all the devotees here. Thank you. And wish you a very, very happy birthday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Please enjoy the feast. If you have any feedbacks, come to Sri Gopal Prabhu. Don't come to me. So it's been a very, very, very gratifying to be able to get a chance to serve. And I'm very, very grateful to each of you, Srila Prabhupada and Radha Madan Mohan ji, Vaishika Prabhu, Nirkala Mata ji, all of you basically. And it's been nice to be able to serve. And the kitchen is the kind of playground for me. I don't feel tired or exhausted serving in the kitchen. So it's mercy. And I'm very grateful for each of you to allow me to play. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
So cooking isn't possible if there is no chopping prepping team, which is headed by Sukhamala Mataji and Sham Bhakta Prabhu, Rupashri, Daivi Kumari, and many, many others. Actually, they deserve one of the biggest applause. So please pray for them that they continue their service tirelessly. Hare Krishna. Also, I would like to welcome Rasika's mother, Amma. What's your name, Amma? Vijaya Lakshmi. So we'd like to welcome the Mama to the ISV community. It's very nice that tomorrow we have Malini's mother, and we are going to actually probably kidnap Rasika's mother because we're going to let her continue with her Sadhu Sangha services. So whoever wants to kidnap her, please contact us. Hare Krishna. Oh, also, I believe it's Radhika Prema's birthday too, right? Please come forward. I was wondering why Hari Sankirtan is sponsoring. But Radhika doesn't love me so much, so I don't know.
Thank you, everybody, and I love you too much. And actually, I seek this opportunity to seek all of your blessings, not just for me, for my whole family. And yesterday was mine and my Prabhuji's anniversary as well. So, yeah. Yes, date-wise. So we completed 18 years, and we seek your blessings that we can do more. And also seeking the forgiveness of each and everyone over here for all the offenses that we might have committed for knowingly or unknowingly, and for tolerating years. We've been 18 years of marriage, not with each other just, but 18 years with ISV as well. So we just pray that you all give us the opportunity to continue our services to the best of our abilities. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Radhe.
Okay. So, just a brief announcement. Our Nitul Prabhu, his sister Hina Shah has celebrated her baby shower today. So, we request all the devotees to please pray for her and the baby in her womb so that he or she can become the devotee of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Haribol. I was just notified that we need some volunteers for cleaning. So if you have some time, please reach out to a cleaning crew. You will find them in the kitchen or at the table, serving table. Okay? Hare Krishna. Oh, today is, as you know, I think, so every time you participate in cleaning, you will accrue points. And today is a special day, so you will double the points, right? Okay, double the points. So please, extra points from Lord Narashingadev. And it's unlimited, right? So please, it's a very auspicious day to volunteer. Please come out and see our Akshar Nitai Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And we are also looking forward for Father's Day. Right?
Actually, we are doing a favors to fathers by taking the mothers tomorrow.
We still have to cook for ourselves, right? Okay. So now we'll go to Prasad.
Actually, for Father's Day and the kids, we don't take you for granted. June 28th, mark the calendar. It's a picnic, ISV picnic. So we'll see you there at the park. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. So we should always ask, right? We should always ask. Okay. So now we will go to Prasad Sevya prayers. Who? Bhakti Niharika will lead into Prasad Sevya prayers. Hari Bol. We'll also like to thank His Grace Charunimai Prabhu for bringing us the broadcasting of this program, and also for the vases, the beautiful vases that you see. He and Bhagyashri Mataji made those. So let's thank him for the vases. Hari 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 Bol.